All right, we're back in this old Mercedes, and as you can see from my test temperature gauges, I have a high idle, so I'm at roughly 1200 RPMs. I'm taking the dash temperature, which was at 46 degrees when I started this video. It's 72 degrees Fahrenheit outside with a really strong sun. Black dash, black interior, a black car sitting in the sun all day long. And these were never great in air conditioning in the first place. Somebody did retrofit this over before to 134. They had a label saying 800 grams, even though I don't trust it. That's all I have to go by, because they removed the original label. They kept part of the refrigerant label, but they removed the part that had the amount, unfortunately. What else can I say? It looks like a compressor was changed at some time in the life in here. I believe there's possibly too much oil in the system. My suction line temperature, I'm taking the temperature at the metal line of the suction line right where it goes in the compressor. And on this vehicle, the compressor is down in the lower passenger corner. It's an old York style compressor. It's in the vertical position, and the hot air from the condenser and the radiator come over the front top of the compressor where I'm taking my suction line temperature. So even though my suction line temperature is picking up 46 degrees, I'm going to guess that it's actually about 42 degrees or so, 41 degrees, with my experience of hot air messing up with the sensors, because they're not meant to have a hot stream of air shooting over them at the same time you're trying to use it, because the plastic gets hot. And that translates and radiates to the thermistor that's attached to your suction line, throwing your readings off. You got to know this. When this sits at idle in this vehicle with this retrofit on it, in the sun right here, just at idle, the dash temperature is only 54 degrees coming out of the dash, and the interior air temperature inside here, the windows were open, and it was like, it started at 78 degrees, 79 degrees, and it went down to 72 degrees. That was at idle. Now that I have it at 1200, it's down to 46 degrees, and the cab temperature inside here at that point right there, at that point up inside there, it recycles air. It's taking the air from in the vehicle, going through the blower motor to the evaporator. Up underneath at that point, it is 61 degrees at that point from the cool air coming out of here and recycling back into here. It's comfortable in here, except where the sun is striking my black pants, and where the sun's hitting my black pants, I am not comfortable. You lay your arm up here, you get burnt. This thing is like 160 degrees right now at the surface of this is black radiating material where my finger's out. That is a very, very uncomfortable actually, you cannot even hold your finger. With burning yourself, you could hold your finger on there 1 minute, and the majority of people would not be, I'm not 1 minute, 1 second. The majority of people would not be able to stick their finger on there for 1 minute. 1 second. Yeah. That's how this old vehicle is. If I wanted to make this vehicle work any better than what it originally is, with the original compressor, unfortunately, I believe the oil balance is off from them at one time replacing compressor, and there was already oil inside the evaporator, condenser, rest of the system. So I believe there might be too much oil. That will make it not cool as well. I have a little bit of that knocking noise since this is a 2-cylinder York compressor. I feel that telltale knock noise, a little vibration from having too much oil. What else would I do? Oh, if I wanted to make this work better, and if parts were gonna and didn't have to stay original, because this is an original vehicle, everything's original it seems like, I would change the condenser to a modern day style parallel flow condenser. I would remove the evaporator out here and try to find the biggest evaporator out of a modern day vehicle that's using like YF refrigerant, because as you went into from R12 to 134, it was less efficient. As you move from 134 to YF 1234, it's less efficient. So what they kept having to do is make the evaporator and the condensers more efficient by putting finer, thinner, and more tubes and fins to make their efficiency level go up for more surface area. So I would try to find something that I can modify and put in place of the condenser and the evaporator in this vehicle, and then redo the AC system from there. And then you would have a vehicle that could go in hotter weather and stronger sun and give you lower dash temperatures on hotter days with R134 refrigerant. Other than that, we're finished with this vehicle for today. And my temperature, since I'm here doing this video is 5 minutes and 46 seconds long at this point. I think the temperature is coming out about 41 degrees right now, and my interior air temperature must drop to about 60 degrees. And that's with me sitting here at 1200 RPMs. So we're done for today on this vehicle. I'll catch you another day and do some more videos tomorrow. See you guys.